Here we go, I'm TJQUaKe, the ghetto gamer on this gaming thing.
Lightning strike has hit again, ladies and gentlemen. TJQUaKe, yo, is back once again, and we are about to take you to the moon with this one. It's a celebration. It's a celebration, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to TJQUaKe's Ghetto Gaming Pop Culture Talk, where we get into pop culture. We get into movies and all, video games, the political news side of things, which we've been talking a lot about lately. The woke-ass wokety wokes are finally being destroyed, which is what I'm about to report today, because it is excellent news for any of you people that are, against all this wokety woke racist bullshit that these race hustlers always try to push. Yeah, I'm here to give you brand new and great and wonderful news, and it's just the beginning of those who are about to be conquered. That's right. Tiffany Cross has been fired. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Tiffany Cross, okay, the wannabe Joy Reid on MSNBC. That she's gone. She's out of there, gone. Hit the road, Jack. Don't want to come back no more. Don't come back no more. Yeah. Ding dong, the witch is dead. The witch is dead. The wicked witch is dead. And she's gone. So that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Tiffany Cross has been fired. She's been canceled. And we got news reporting on that. It's breaking news on that. And we knew this shit was going to happen after Tucker Carlson came out there and put his little spiel on some shits. That's right. And ladies and gentlemen, what I like to get into is because the reason why I do these type of shows is because I want to thank some of the new subscribers that just came in actually over the last couple days here. Thank you guys for coming in, subscribing. I appreciate you guys' subscription. If anybody else when you guys hear any of this stuff, if this is stuff you guys like, you like to hear more of this craziness and what TJQUaKe's got on his mind for the day and bringing you straight credible flavor, then go ahead and subscribe. Get on here and give a like, share the video. We always appreciate it. It gets us out there, gets us all, more wonderful people like yourselves to come in and check out what's going on. And right now, what's going on is Tiffany Cross is done. Just like Elon Musk took over Twitter and is finally firing all those weak ass, woke, evil flipnicks over there. Yeah, this one here is gone too, because MSNBC, even the wokety woke of news stations, okay, they can't even handle it. They're like, ooh, okay, you got a little too far right now there, Tiffany. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to get into that, and we're also going to be talking about the other race hustler, the other supposable thing she's got it so bad in this country, Sunny Hostin off The View. Yeah, she said some crazy stuff, just like Tiffany's been saying. She might be finding herself getting cut soon because she's got some backlash going on against her right now and everything. And she keeps this bullshit up, she may find herself fired off The View and everything. Sunny Hostin, we're going to get into her too. We're going to show you what the bullshit she had to say about white women. Oh yeah, it's so funny how it's so easy to go and get and say evil and racist things against white people, but heaven forbid you say it against, a black person, or you say something against a trans person or a gay person or anything like that, and you criticize them. Oh no, what's going on? This is like the Holocaust all over again. That's how they act, and so forth. Well, not anymore, ladies and gentlemen, because the tide is turning, and this is one of the reasons why the tide is turning. And I'm going to show you that real quick. But let's get into this real quick, about Tiffany Cross, because the witch is done. She's going to be canned, but she is canned and everything. And Tucker Carlson led the way to this. Let's just show you a little bit of some of the reason why Tiffany Cross is no longer. She already had bad ratings. I mean, the chick was weak. Her show sucked. She's trying to be like Joy Reid, who's another hateful, race-hustling wench who's always calling for civil war. That's what Tiffany Cross does. But let's go ahead and listen to what good old Tucker Carlson had to say. How y'all doing today? Y'all ready to get into this? Well, let's do it. There we go. Do it.
You watched MSNBC lately?
Likely you haven't. Like the Tootsies, you're not the target audience, but you should tune in sometime. It's remarkable. Given that opposing racism is America's national religion, it may surprise you to learn that open race hate forms much of the substance of that channel's programming.
Many of us have seen the dangers when powerful white people decide they want something, they annex it. And they've never had a problem replacing the people who stand in their way.
We see American white people are going crazy.
The American white people are going crazy? Really? Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why they're going crazy. But not the crazy that this guy's thinking. Go on.
They're resorting to violence.
This is literally what conservative white folks do when they don't get their way. They turn violent.
White people deputizing themselves.
The only ones that are turning violent are the white people or the Antifas. Yeah. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. You know all those burning cities and stuff like that, along with BLM and all that? Well, you know the majority of those motherfuckers are Antifa motherflips who are primarily white leftist kids. Yeah, real far progressive, far left progressives who are technically communists.
Anti-fascists stood around Tom McCall Waterfront Park to counter-protest against a planned far-right rally.
An all-out brawl in the streets of Northeast Portland. By the looks of it, Antifa and the right-wing group Patriot Prayer clashing at what was advertised as a May Day after-party. Make no mistake about it, these two groups do not like each other. Tonight was no different. It was a violent end to an otherwise peaceful May Day. Hours earlier, we watched as a crowd marched around the South Waterfront and rallied.
They want communism. That's really who he's talking about, who he needs to be talking about. It ain't nobody on the right. It ain't the MAGA people. But continue on, lying pieces of you know what.
In some position of authority to have jurisdiction over their life when they need to mind their blanking business.
I don't think it's our responsibility to be tasked with destroying and dismantling the racial oppression that's against us. That's just saying we're more at fault than the white people who constructed this system and the white people who continue to practice institutional racism.
A majority of white people do not support policies that would unpack and unroll and reform this system of justice. This is what they want. Matt Gaetz is giving the white folks what they want.
White replacement can strangle culture. So yes, we should all be concerned about white replacement. It is, after all, a very threat to our survival here.
Days later.
Wow, guys, we got him.
And that's, of course, that's my boy right there. Black conservative. We got him. He was so excited today when he heard about this. Tiffany Cross being fired. That's right. Breaking. MSNBC abruptly severs ties with Tiffany Cross. Yes, you're gone. You wicked ass witch. You race hustling heifer. Yeah, she's gone. And good riddance to her. Because as you guys can see, that's just a piece of how this woman acts. But I think the thing that put the nail in the coffin for her was what she said on Charlamagne's show and everything. Okay, but we'll get into that real quick here. But this is what they're saying right here on Forbes. Here's what Tiffany Cross said that may have led MSNBC to cancel her show. Because the girl, she says stupid shiz. She's just dumb. Just a dumb idiot. I think it's right here. You can listen to it right here. But I got an actual video of it. But MSNBC has canceled the Cross Connection. That's right. It was called the Cross Connection. Let's get into this. Let's go ahead and blow that up a little bit for you guys so you guys know exactly what I'm reading here and so forth. So we'll blow that up a little. Get a little bit high. Get a little bit high there. There we go. All right. So yes, MSNBC has canceled the Cross Connection and cut its ties with host Tiffany Cross, effective immediately. Cross, whose show aired on weekends, had been with the network for 2 years, but in recent weeks had reportedly clashed with management over segments on her show. Some of those things I just showed you guys. Yeah, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that Sunny's, where she's going, because she's been doing these same kind of things. Yeah, we're going to get to her. Ratings performance, the most common cause of death for television shows, was not a factor in MSNBC's decision to pull the plug on the Cross Connection, which aired Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time. In first quarter of year, the show reported a 32% increase in viewership among viewers 25 through 54. The key demographic group valued by advertisers. The show was part of a concerted effort by MSNBC to bring the diverse voices to its programming. Diverse voices like Tiffany Cross's hatred towards white people. That's so diverse. We need more of that. Don't you guys understand? And Cross contributed to several cross-platform NBC initiatives on Black history and heritage. See, that's more so what she was supposed to be about, Black history and heritage and stuff like that. And it turned into, I hate America. America sucks. The GOP sucks. We can't stand Republicans. They're evil racists. Oh, white people need to go. It's funny how the white people just fired her ass. She needed to go is what happened. So here it is. The final straw for Cross may have been her comments this week about Florida. Appearing on the Comedy Central's Hell of a Week with Charlamagne, Cross was asked which state the Democrats could afford to lose in the upcoming midterm elections. Florida literally looks like the DICK of the country. So let's get rid of Florida. Yeah, that's what she said, ladies and gentlemen. Cross said, let's castrate Florida, she says. In the same appearance, Cross said that it was impossible to separate the Republican Party from the right-wing extremists, saying they had merged with the right now and everything. So she's always basically calling Republicans, people that are conservatives, Christians, that kind of thing. Well, she's always pretty much calling us racist, is what she's always doing. Mainly the white people that roll that. So let's go ahead and see some of the things that she said right here in this little clip, and let's see what Tiffany said, because you guys, again, here's her acting stupid, saying racist bullshit that if any white person would say this shit, oh dude, there'd be hell to be paid. They'd be gone off the network that day, instantly. She's been getting away with this for 2 years though, until finally Tucker said something about it, and the bosses upstairs were kind of like, hey, this is not looking too good for us. We might have to do something about this. Go on, Tiffany.
Can't giggle that away, no matter how entertaining the conspiracy theory is. So, Tiffany, I got a question for you. Why is everyone so quick to jump on conspiracy theories? Is the truth not sexy enough? Or is our trusted media just broken? What do you think?
Let me just say first, everybody wasn't eager to jump on that bullshit. That was definitely orchestrated by the GOP, the right-wing extremists, and we cannot separate Republicans from white-wing extremists. They have merged right now. And even this whole concept of, the political violence has reached this, ultimate tone. Look, black folks in this country know that political violence it's the American way. I mean, talk to the people on Edmund Pettus Bridge who got their skull cracked for trying to vote. And so when you have the right introducing these ridiculous conspiracy theories, it's because they do not want to claim this guy. When truthfully,
we don't want to claim the guy. You see, what they're talking about is Mr. Pelosi, Paul Pelosi, who just got cracked over the head with some crazy lunatic that broke into his house. Everybody's starting to find out more and more depth about this guy. We already knew from the get-go that this guy is a leftist. They were the ones that pushed in the conspiracy that he was on the right. No, this motherfucker is a hippie. He's a nudist. He did. I showed that in my last video. He's at it's a video of him at a nudist colony for a wedding and so forth. This guy does hemp jewelry. He lives in the back of a bus by his girlfriend's house, and they both have Black Lives Matter in the freaking window. They have a big old giant rainbow flag hanging off a tree. They got things that say we hate, destroy hate, and all the things that are normally from the left, right? This guy is full on leftist. Even in an interview, one of his neighbors who was interviewed said he's a full on leftist. But these flipnicks want to keep calling him a MAGA guy. First of all, MAGA people conservatives, they don't do half the stuff this dude does. This guy is, on top of that, he's illegal. He's from Canada. Oh, yeah. But anyway, go on, Tiffany, with your lying.
This guy, according to reporting by Vice News and other outlets, he has trafficked in anti-black sentiment, anti-Semitic sentiment. He had he's an election denier. We have to start calling them liars because that's what they are.
Here we go. He's an election denier? Oh, my gosh. You mean the thing that you guys were doing when Donald Trump won against Hillary and you guys were denying that he won it legitimately? Hillary's still saying that. Stacey Abrams, who's denied the fact that her election was fair and she did not concede. Oh yeah, you mean those type of people and everything? But they don't ever say anything about that though, do they? No. But we're the election deniers, and that's a horrible thing if you think that the dadgum election was done unfair. Everything just because you have a thought that I don't know if this went over well. I don't think this was done right. I think some shenanigans went down. Yeah, you think that? Oh, you're an election denier. This is the threat to our democracy.
And so, I think there is some trust in the media that's broken. And the truth is, news is not always going to be sexy. Sometimes we are telling you what you want to know and what you need to know. And so I get your point about, yes, if it was some lover's quarrel, that's one thing. But the truth is, we are at a point in this country where these folks who neither discovered this country nor built it believe that it is theirs exclusively.
Wait. Let's just stop her stupid dumb ass right there. No. Hold up a second. Hold up. You're going to literally come off with that bullshit lie, girl? People that didn't discover this country or build this country claim that they should have ownership of it. Let me tell you something here, Tiffany. It was those same people that actually brought black people to this country. So what the frick are you talking about? Those same people, those white people that you hate so much. Yeah, they were some evil motherfuckers back in the day. Don't get me wrong. The whole damn world, as far as I'm concerned, was evil and everything because they were all doing it, including our own people, the ones that sold us into slavery. Yeah, you keep forgetting about those. You don't never want to mention those people. You don't want to mention the people that actually put us in slavery and everything. Yeah, them fools, the homie. Yeah, and a number of other tribes over there in Africa that sold us into slavery to the white man. The white man would have never been able to step foot in there if it wasn't for all them freaking saying, yeah, come on in here. We'll trade with you. Here's some slaves of ours, some people we conquered. Take them. We don't give a shizzle what you do to them. Oh, yeah, you don't ever talk about that. But those same people were the ones that built those ships that came over, the ones that already were already colonized here and already had foundations and buildings and roads and all kinds of stuff already built here like they had in England and so forth. They already built this shit. So what the frick are you talking about and everything? They taught the slaves what to build. They taught the slaves what to do and everything. They're the ones that came up with those inventions, like the train and cars and all that kind of stuff like that. They built all these structures that most of us keep forgetting where it really technically came from. But don't say that they didn't come up with this shit, because they did and everything. And this is the reason why people like her are canceled, because you say stupid shit. Here's another stupid heifer. We'll get off of Tiffany right now. We're going to get on to the other one. That's right, Sunny Hostin and everything. But yeah, she said a bunch of bullshit. I think she said something about the whole thing about Florida, as you guys. Okay. So that was the whole deal with Tiffany Cross and all that great craziness. Let's get on over here to freaking Tiffany's gone, ding dong, the witch is gone, and let's get on to other craziness of the day. So we got also Sunny Hostin from The View. Yes. Oh, Sunny, why are you so evil? Sunny's so evil and everything because this woman. Her, along with Tiffany, hate white people for some reason and everything. They act like as if the white man's done so much harm to them when the white man's done so much good for them. You see, ladies and gentlemen, these same women that freaking complain about white this, and the white man, and the white woman, and all this stupid stuff like this and so forth and everything. These are the same people that have been hired by these same people they hate. The same people that the country that they hate so much has employed them and so forth. Except for Tiffany's now gone out of a job. Good luck in the unemployment line there, by the way. So anyway, they're mad now. Sunny Hostin from The View is pissed off about this scenario right here, and we're going to get into that, and then you'll see what Sunny has to say, because this woman goes off on a deep hinge, crazy bullshit. Anyway, so let's go ahead and go into that.
On the new Wall Street Journal polling that I think is one of the most interesting numbers we have seen so far. And if these numbers hold up, they show a huge demographic shift that may be underway in America. White suburban women who make up 20% of the electorate, and the Journal is showing that they have swung by 27 points away from Democrats since August. If that number is accurate, it shows a huge move. It would put plus 15 in favor of the GOP with this group.
All right, guys. So you seen that? You heard.
There you have it. Yeah. Not looking good. Not looking good for her. No. Not looking good for these Democrats. These Democrats, nope, not looking good for them. So basically what that's telling you, ladies and gentlemen, is that the Democrats are in trouble. Because that's their main demographic. The black vote, Hispanic vote, and women's vote. They need those things, and they're losing them by mega percentages, but mega points, and so forth. It's not looking good for them. And so Sunny is going to get pissed off now, because now she's going to start getting hypocritical and so forth. You're going to catch her in her hypocrisy, and the women on her own show, her colleagues here, they're actually going to kind of put her in her place a little bit. Especially the one here in the pink right here. Oh, they're going to put her in her place a little bit, because they're going to kind of go, yo, Sunny, well, you can't really say that. I mean, everybody's got the right the way they vote. And Sunny's up there saying that they're not sticking to what the women should be doing, because you got to be put into a category. If you're a woman, if you're a black person, you're Hispanic, you got to vote for your better interest. And the better interest for you guys is the Democratic Party. No. People's better interest is what's in their pockets, getting food in their homes, feeding their children, keeping crime at a very, 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 very low flow. We don't need crime. They want crime. And so forth. They want it to keep going on, because they act like the rest of us are, oh, well, I don't know why you guys complain about crime. I mean, crime is just what it is. I mean, the police are doing their thing. No, they're not, because you guys have pretty much you've handcuffed the police. They can't do shit to criminals anymore. Try living in Illinois now, Chicago, and everything. Oh yeah, they got that. You know, the whole new laws they got over there. Oh yeah, the criminals get to pretty much do the purge now, and so forth. So let's get on to what Sunny over here is going to be complaining about. Oh yeah, because she's complaining about those very numbers that the lady there from Fox was talking about. Shall we continue? Go on, flip next.
What's also surprising to me is the abortion issue. I read a poll just yesterday that white Republican suburban women are now going to vote Republican. Why? It's almost like roaches voting for Raid, right? I think that's
Now, notice, ladies and gentlemen, the audience started to kind of clap, and then they noticed, wait a minute, I'm white. They were like, hey, she's talking about me? She's calling me a roach? Is that what she just said? They're like, ah! This is how stupid the audience is a lot of times, people. They just cheer for whatever these dumb freaking heifers freaking say, because it's like, oh, we're with you, girl, we're with you, and everything, and then they don't realize that they're actually cheering for for the things that this evil ass woman right here is saying about them. They don't realize that she's talking about you and so forth. And they just realize it, just kind of like, hey, listen to it again, ladies and gentlemen. Watch again. Here we go.
Women are now going to vote Republican. Why? It's almost like roaches voting for Raid, right? I think that's
you notice it started heavy and then it clampered down. Normally it's well, why are you clapping, man? She's talking about your white ass. oh, I forgot I was white. That's what happens with a lot of these freaking dumbasses out there. They keep freaking cheering for this type of stupid shit, and it's the demise of your own race. You're clapping for a woman who just called you a freaking roach and said that you are voting for Raid. See how freaking disgusting and evil that is? This is a racist ass bitch. Go on, Heffa. Let's see what your co-host up there had to say about your rhetoric.
It's insulting to the voter.
They're voting against their own self-interest. Do they want to live in Gilead?
They're voting against their own self-interest, but you just called them a bunch of freaking roaches. So I guess, oh, that's right. Maybe we should vote for the party that you're for, because the party that you're for likes to call us roaches. It's like being called deplorable and all this other bullshit that these flip-neck Democrats come up. You notice they're the only ones that ever say this bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. But continue, Heffa, witch.
Okay, so do we love democracy or not? Because just saying that it's insulting to the voter. People make up decisions on what's right for their family, and the idea that you should have a say for everyone else's vote.
The fact that women are voting against their own
had a different view on abortion not that long ago, and you
I have that view.
But that issue is right. But then why?
So they can't have a view? She's like, oh no, I have that view. I have that view. Okay, so they have their view. That's like you said, well, I'm allowed to have it, but you can't. I can have a view, but you're not allowed to have a view. You see the nonsense that this woman spurs out of her mouth? She is a freaking just lunatic, dude. And she thinks people are buying this bullshit. And Sunny's starting to find out that more and more people are starting to dislike her. Go on, Heffa.
Is another woman
but
not
I am very
able to have a different view?
That white Republican suburban women
why
are
have
voting
you so recently
against their
evolved on
own
the
health
issue?
care. I have not really recently evolved on the issue. I am Catholic. That is my faith. I believe that abortion is wrong for me.
For me. So let's get this straight. She's telling the white women you're voting against your own interests. You're voting against your own health care for aborting your child. So she wants you to go in and abort your child, but her specifically, she doesn't believe in aborting children because she's Catholic. Hey, did you ever think about this, Sunny? And I got to bring this to my big screen here. Did you ever think about this, Sunny? That maybe they are Catholics too? Maybe they have religious beliefs as well? Those white women have religions too. They could be, a lot of them are Christians. Hello? We're the very ones that you guys keep getting pissed off at because we don't believe in abortion. Well, there's a lot of white women that are Christians. There's a lot of people out there that could be Muslim, could be Protestants, could be Lutheran and everything. Guess what? Those religions don't believe in abortion. Okay, anything that's kind of under the umbrella of the Bible, because the Bible and the very thing that you're for, which is Catholic, well, I don't believe in it because I'm a Catholic. Okay. So if you believe that it's wrong, Sunny, that because you're a Catholic, shouldn't you be preaching God's word? Shouldn't you be out there spreading the word of God, saying, well, it is wrong to abort it. You just said it yourself. I believe it's wrong to abort a kid. But then you're telling them that they're freaking idiots for not voting for the thing that you're against. You make no sense. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, what she's telling you is she doesn't really truly believe in her Catholic belief. She really doesn't. And just a few months back, she was for abortion. Then all of a sudden she started getting backlash because they found out that she's a Catholic. So she had to start acting like she's a Catholic again, which is why she's saying, well, no, I changed it because I'm a Catholic and I know that that's wrong and blah, blah, blah. But you're telling other people to do it. You're a weak Catholic. You're not one that's really preaching out that word of God, and everything. It's I guess you feel you're the only one that's should be able to obey God's word, and the other people should go against God's word. Yeah, you make no sense. But go on, you stupid. This is the stupidity that comes out. Listen to how they talk, people. Listen to what they say because they are ignorant.
There's a separation between state, government, and church. And I do not have the right to tell someone else.
Sunny,
However, They are voting against their own
But this is
self-interest.
what you're saying is a good example. As someone sitting here, that's a huge issue for me. This election, the deniers are more important for me. Everyone has a priority list. So to me, I'm voting. That is a full stop problem for me, that I actually think election deniers being put into office, it used to be just former President Donald Trump. Now it's everyone running on the Republican side. That scares me more than anything. So even that women's rights.
So the only thing that scares this woman, this dumb idiot, she has to make her example and everything, which was a poor example, is voter denial, is election denial. And that's the most important thing on the plate for me, is election denial. People that are denying the election. Well, maybe because people have more important things to worry about, like, the price of food, the fact that we're going to be going into a situation here pretty soon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, just giving you guys some breaking news here, just to kind of let you know. Diesel fuel is going to be out in about 25 days. 25 to 20, something like 27 days or something like that. Now, I think now we're down to 24 days. Oh, yeah, they haven't been telling you this. Trump just put it out there. A few other people have put it out there, but they're not saying this in the mainstream media. Oh, yeah, diesel fuel is about to be out because of frickin' Biden. And you know what happens when diesel fuel goes out, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, that's right. The supply shelves in your stores and all these goods that people like to go and buy are going to be depleted because the diesels ain't going to have no fuel to get and deliver this stuff. Trains aren't going to be able to deliver the stuff and so forth. So beware, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching my channel, I would start stocking up right now. Go to your store, start buying toilet paper, all your necessities, because within a month, you guys, you're going to see the shelves freaking, people are going to be rushing this. Remember what happened during the pandemic? Oh, this is going to make the pandemic look like Disneyland. This right here, it's going to get really crazy. So anyway, but this is what she's worried about. Stuff like that. When we're worried about feeding our children and the stuff that's being taught to our kids in schools and stuff like that, crime going up like crazy, our borders being completely destroyed and everything. It's just wide open for everybody and terrorists to come into the country now. It's like all this crazy stuff, gas prices and so forth. But her main concern is, the way you think about the election. This is horrifying stuff for us. We can't have this. Election deniers. Oh, the horror.
Is second for
that crazy shiz right there, ladies and gentlemen. This woman right here, what she said about white women being roaches and everything, voting for a freaking raid and so forth, is the most racist thing I've ever heard, dude, and everything. And I want people to see this. That's the reason why I play these type of videos, ladies and gentlemen. I want to show to everyone who the real true racists are and everything. These are the people that are egging on racism. These are the people that are bluntly coming out saying racist things. And then they want to freaking come at you. And so forth, like Irving Jenner, I guess, or what? I forgot the basketball player's name, who basically put out a link to Amazon for some book that's on Amazon, and I guess the book happened to do with the Holocaust or something with Jews, or has anti-Semitic stuff in it. I'm not sure and everything, but he put a link to it, basically talking about what this book is saying. And he just put a link to it. Well, you know what? These motherfuckers, the media, decided to come down on this guy and say, hey, don't you think that's pretty bad that you put these anti-Semitic things on your book? Or in your tweet that he did? Not his book, but his tweet? Yeah. He looked at them like this. He said, I don't give a shiz what the frick you think, dude. I'm not those type of things. I don't know why you're putting that shiz out there and so forth. And he put the freaking reporter in his place, basically, and so forth. He basically just tore this fool up. Well, the media don't like that. Oh, you can't talk about us like that. So they freaking put that shiz out there and blasted him. And now guess what? He's being suspended from the basketball games now and so forth. Yeah. Because of a tweet that he did that just put a link. And they're basically saying that, oh, that's anti-Semitic stuff. I'm just like, dude, these people, man, they'll use racism when they want to. But will they call Sunny out? Will they call her stupid ass out? about what she just said? No, because you can say anything you want about white people. White people, it's okay. It's a free for all on whites and so forth. I hate the double standards, people. This is why I put this thing. A lot of people say, "Oh, TJ, you're just kissing white people's asses." No, I don't like it being done to us. I don't like it being done to them. I don't like it being done to anybody and so forth. We didn't like it when it was done to us back in the 60s, so we think it's okay now to do it to the people who had nothing to do with it back then? For your information, peoples, white kids that I grew up with didn't grow up with the racism that you guys freaking always be talking about. It's a different generation now. They're not coming out saying, I hate black people, and we got to get rid of black people, all this stupid shit. They're not coming out there doing that. They're trying to be one. They're actually trying to follow what Martin Luther King tried to have us all do. But people like Sunny here and that freaking idiot freaking Tiffany Cross, who thank God she has now been canceled and everything and so forth. People like them always want to freaking start bullshit. They want to start a race war. This is what they call for. And then the white people sitting around them are just like going along with it. I'm glad finally this stupid, dumb Republican heifer here, who's supposedly supposed to be a Republican, okay, this one that's sitting here in the red, she actually finally said something. Because normally she just agrees with everything. Yeah, Whoopi, yeah, Sunny, yeah, Joy Bear, yeah, I agree with you guys. Oh, I can't say anything? Oh, okay, I'll just keep nodding my head. That's what this was. These are the typical rhinos we call people like her rhinos. They say they're Republicans, but they're really not. And everything. All they are is they just toe the line for the Democratic Party. And everything. They kiss ass, they bow down to them, and then every once in a while they might say something significantly correct, like what she just said to her here in this little segment. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to put this out there real quick, let you guys see what the craziness is going on. Sunny, again, out there saying stupid shit. She's been known for saying all kinds of stupid stuff and everything. But this one here takes the cake. And again, she's probably going to get away with it until the network decides to say, you know what, Sunny? We're losing ratings now. We're looking bad because you keep saying all this racist bullshit and everything. And white people should freaking stand up and go against this shit and so forth. Any other race should be that has somebody saying stuff like this to them should stand up and speak out and say, we're not taking this shit no more. Everything. White, black, Hispanic, anybody that has to listen to people like this. This is true hatred coming out of somebody's mouth. They keep saying us Republicans, conservatives are the ones saying shit. Listen to what Republicans say when they're in their speeches in newsrooms and listen to compared to what these Democrats say. They're free to be able to say anytime they want and nobody freaking does anything about it. Well, thank God finally somebody got some balls and said, goodbye, Tiffany, you're out of here. Sorry, we already got Joy Reid doing what you're doing. We can only handle one race hustler at a time. Because she was shown up trying to get up there with Joy Reid doing all that race hustling, race bullshit that she always talks about. The white man is the white man that. Get the frick out of the country then, witch. And everything. I say this every freaking time. All you American hating people, get the hell out of my freaking country. Because you're not an American to me. An American is a melting pot of people. And that's what I always say. That's what I'm always going to stand for. And I don't care what anybody else says. So people that don't like what I'm saying, well, go on, say what you got to say, bro. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to put you back in your place. Because I'm not one. I'm not the one. I don't deal with this stupidity and so forth. I want to live in a country where kind of the country that I grew up in. And I don't know what country I'm living in now. Because all the racist people, the most racism I've ever seen in my life is coming from my own people. This is freaking ridiculous and everything. And then my own people kill each other. Go figure that one out. Oh, the white man, but then we go off and cap each other. Another rapper just got shot the other day, another famous rapper. Guess what? By some other brothers. You know what I'm saying? You can't come up in this world no more. I'm jealous of you. Whatever, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, this is TJQUaKe. I just had to come in here and say what I got to say and just put the freaking stamp on freaking evil ass people like this. And I like to put them out there for everybody to see and so forth. And we're going to keep doing it because I want America to be great again. Oh, you hate me now? Oh, well. I'm Audi 5000, ladies and gentlemen. This is TJQUaKe. Yo, get your gamer. You know how I do. May the funk be with you.
Here we go, I'm TJQUaKe, the ghetto gamer on this gaming thing. Yeah.